not to give up, right? But I just, again, thank you for doing this debate last night. Don't let it get to your head.
I won't. I'll do my best to stay humble.
But that's also why Donald Trump has never said in any of these cases that he's actually innocent. It's just that he has immunity for doing them.
It's just not allowed to do it.
Right. His defense is not he's innocent. His
Diva,
defense
can I
is
cycle you out, hun?
Of course. Can I just say one thing before I go?
Sure.
RTP, if she is the mother of dragons, then you are definitely the father of dragons.
Daddy's here.
Daddy is home. Yeah, you can cycle me out. Have a good night. Love you all.
Thanks, Diva.
Here.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Liv, you've been waiting for an awful long time, brother. Why don't you go ahead and say it real quick?
Yeah. What's up, RTP?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Twice in one day. Look at us. We're almost friends.
One day, man. I don't have much to say, but I do want to play something really quick, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get it pulled up. Hold on one second. If you don't know, when the chorus drops,
using the chat.
oh my God.
Huge win.
Everybody being nice. That was all I had.
We live vicariously through RTP, man.
Absolutely, we do, man. Listen. The tag team with RTP today, you coming in today, I appreciate you. That was all love. You did a phenomenal job tonight. I tip my hat to you, my friend. I will see you out here in these TikTok streets. You have a
that's right. Yeah. Thanks, Liv. Appreciate it.
Thanks for dropping by, Liv. Hey, Johnny, you've been up for a bit. Why don't you go ahead and go next, bud?
Yeah, I was just listening tonight. I heard about the debate a couple weeks ago, and I got to piggyback on a few things that folks have said about the style of debates with the one-on-one, because you can have conversations based upon facts. You don't have the arguing back and forth. And for me, one of the biggest things is dissatisfying about TikTok is when you get into a panel where you have no control. And I sometimes just listen, and people just going crazy. And they're just talking all these things and not making any sense, going back and forth and arguing, interrupting and threatening each other. It's like, it's crazy. So I really appreciate the balanced view. And I also like how the BS is called out. It's like, okay, whoa. It's like, there's a difference between interrupting somebody and being like, oh, no, that's not true. It's a big difference in a debate, if you're having a one-on-one. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I listen to Jay all the time, and I know he doesn't.
Yeah, Johnny.
Because I'm
very supportive.
And what did you say to me last week? You're like, oh yeah, that hair's from the '70s.
Yeah, something.
Remember that one?
Yeah, you look like you might have been investigated in the '70s for being with the Manson family, but you're good people.
Well, it's funny because it's over the years. I'm a vet, so I was in the Army, so I had the haircut then, and before that, I had the long haircut. And I had the skater haircut in high school. I had the dreadlocks, and I had the long hair down to my ass, and then I had no hair again, and then long. It's just kind of like whatever. It goes back and forth, and it's in the current process of going back long.
Well,
again.
it's beautiful. I know that.
Right. I'll have to update because it's about 4 inches longer now, so I'll have to update my picture. But yeah, I love your stuff. I love listening. I love getting in sometimes, but at the same time, it's really, for me, I like going back and forth. I'm monologuing, sorry. I like listening. I'm going to shut up for a minute and let other people talk.
Dude, thanks, Johnny. I appreciate the kind words, and you've been really supportive for a while. I appreciate your friendship. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. See you guys later, and I'll follow most of you. We're probably all of you.
See you, buddy.
Bye bye. I'll stay up if I can, if you don't care.
I just want to say I've never heard someone lose a debate as bad as she did. That was
not nice.
I mean, it's just what it is. She had no facts. She was just continuously wrong. And the scariest part is that like the lying is crazy, but the lying to herself about everything is crazy. Like there was a part where she said, look, I represent the Republican Party here. I am the Republican Party. And then 2 seconds later, she said, look, I'm not saying I represent the Republican Party.
Yeah, that was funny.
You caught that. I was just like, at that moment, I was just, this is over. This is what happens when you take them out of their echo chamber. There's nothing because they're here for entertainment. And I'm not saying it to be mean. It's true. Some people are here to inform people, which you are doing. And some people are doing what she's doing, which is just having fun with friends.
100%. I'm with you.
Great job, dude. I'm getting that.
Voice is starting to go, but that could have been the herbs that we got into.
Jay, I have to tell you.
My bubbles aren't going. Who's talking? It's not showing the bubbles.
It's Brandy. It's
okay.
Anita. So, as a Utah Exmo and one of your first mods back on my Bandit account, I'm so proud of you from your the minute I saw her graphic in the background, I was like, oh shit, she's done. The psychology of the bait is over. She's using his graphic. Like she already lost. Yep.
Thank you. There was a little psychology in that, yeah.
So if I could jump in, I appreciate it. RTP, as we would say on the basketball court, you housed her. You took it to the hoop, and you did a reverse 360 behind the back, in between the legs, dunk off the backboard. So you really got it. But you know what? I'm gonna have to push back a little bit on you because it really wasn't fair. It was like the teacher was debating the student, and the teacher had all the facts on their side. The student had to debate that the earth was flat, and the teacher was standing up there with the globe, you know, and so it really wasn't fair, man. It was almost like you took advantage of her. It was like the varsity playing.
Oh.
It really was. It was, and I only caught the end. So what I saw was her crying and saying how you had mistreated her, and I knew I couldn't wait to get to this live, but I was kind of busy, so I knew this was going to be fire, and I caught it at the very end where she was saying that you weren't letting her talk, and you know. But I got to give you your props, man. You handled that very, very well. It was almost like you were Joe Biden, and you made her shout out from the crowd that you weren't going to stop Social Security or something.
Yeah.
It was brilliant, man.
And just a shout out here, again, the replay will be on our YouTube, and W's in the chat all night long for Jen. Jen was also trying to simulcast this on YouTube. Jen also edits it. So Jen is trying to do comments, doing a million things at once. So W's for Jen there. She deserves to go to bed now. But if you do want to see the replay, I think it'll be up sometime tomorrow. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's really hard to debate somebody that knows the facts when you don't have any on your side. And tonight kind of just proved that. But thanks for having me up, man. I'm gonna keep watching you, man, and let me know the next time you're gonna destroy somebody like that. It's very entertaining.
I'll try and market it a little better. Appreciate it.
It's very entertaining. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Hey, I'm gonna drop down, but Jay, the Mountain Dew was a nice touch.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Kind of like an inside Republican joke. I'm not sure everybody got that, but it's basically being like, I'm here with the rednecks. That's kind of what the Mountain Dew was for.
Yeah, I kind of felt called out.
I don't hate it. It's good. I drink it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't drink it. I try not to, but I do.
Really bad for you. It actually, I heard back in the day, it messes with your sperm count.
Well, it was a benefit for me. It didn't have any unwanted children, so there we go.
Right on. Well, I am a longtime listener, and I'm out in these TikTok streets for a good almost 18 months, almost 2 years now. And I like to lurk. I'm a lurker. I hear when the streets are hot and when they're not. And when I heard about this debate going on with Mother of Dragons the other day, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Who is this Mother of Dragons? So I tapped in a few lives over the last few days, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, she reminds me that instead of a business degree, I should have gotten into law because as far as her litigation skills, I mean, it's bumpkiss. Because, I mean, if you're going to be going in front of a court and you're going to have to actually state evidential proof and your questions are going to have to be substantial, she didn't have. And, you know, reading comprehension's a really strong point in doing that type of work. So, your reading comprehension is like at 100. Okay, I will give you A+.
Thank you.
In reading comprehension. Okay, do you have a Black's dictionary with you, brother?
I don't.
You should.
I don't. I need
Do you
one.
want? Okay. Do you want me to get you one? I'll get you one.
That'd be lovely.
Because I mean, you schooled her.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So now I'm gonna get my Juris Doctorate. Thank you very much. And it's even pushing me to actually have my own live. So maybe I will. So thank you very much. This has actually given me motivation.
Definitely do, and let me know when you do a live. I'll come visit.
Oh shit! Nice. Well, I'm following everybody. Much love, ladies and gentlemen. We have witnessed history. I'm watching the YouTube replay with my mom. It is on. Okay, Donkey Kong and Saigon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
I'm out.
Let's see. I was just gonna say, why don't we let Murph go next? He's been here for a bit, and then we'll go ahead and go to you, Wonder Woman, and then Justice.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you just fine, man.
All right. Are we really just gonna sit in this circle jerk and pretend this isn't all rigged against MOD? What's so funny? I'm serious.
If you think that was rigged, that's a joke.
Listen,
she picked,
the moderator.
She picked the topics and the moderator, and it's rigged.
Okay, the moderator. Let's talk about the moderator.
Let's talk about it, Murph.
He had all these facts. Right?
Yeah.
How is she supposed to defend herself against that?
He was fact-checking her claims. If she makes a claim, it was his job, it was his role that we agreed upon, that if somebody, like, that he was going to fact-check. So if she makes a claim and he fact-checks it, I don't know why she's getting mad at him. He was just telling her, and that's what a good moderator does. A good moderator steps in when somebody gets something wrong. They fact-check. You'll notice he did stop me once, too. He did it to me once, but the difference was I wasn't saying things that were untrue. And the problem that you have, Murph, is that you just watched nearly 2 hours of somebody's arguments getting completely ripped and blown apart. And your takeaway from that is it was unfair. What you should recognize is, and what you should think about is, did she have good arguments? Because she didn't.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is exactly what I'm saying. How is she supposed to defend herself against facts, though? It doesn't make sense.
They were her statements.
Facts before she got here. She should have known the facts before she got here. She agreed to the format. She agreed. She picked the moderator, and she chose what the moderator's job was supposed to be.
And she chose all the topics.
To be doing exactly that.
She also chose all the topics.
I understand all that, but they're facts.
So what was rigged?
Listen, the moderator had his facts. You kept giving her so much time, and I know it's planned that way. She kept wanting to dig.
Now I think he's fucking with us.
No,
is he fucking with
no,
us? What is it? That sounded like a compliment. You were like, you were so patient.
No, listen.
She has to be trolling.
No,
you gotta be, right?
Listen,
yeah. All right, Murph, go ahead. I apologize.
No, I'm sorry. Listen, she wanted to dig, and you kept handing her shovels. Man, that's not fair, dude. I don't know what's so funny.
Well done. Well
I don't know
done,
what's so
Murph.
funny, guys. I'm serious.
Well done. That's good stuff.
It's not funny, guys.
It's a little funny. It's pretty funny. Well
Thank
done,
you.
Murph. I'm proud.
Listen, thank you guys. I really and please, no, please, honestly, do more of these. Listen, you know what?
Right.
You should, right? You should debate the fact checker. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, right? You should debate the fact checker and let her be the fact checker.
Right.
That would be weird because he's like Jesse is like an RFK guy. He's really down the middle.
I'm sure. Listen, he looks dumb enough, bro. He could pretend to be dumb, bro. He could pretend.
He's got
to be
the
dumb.
voice for it. He's really
Right.
smart, but his voice tricks you.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just wish. I just
dumb
wish.
as me,
No, I'm sorry. I was just, being a little, whatever
I
I was
get it.
being. But listen, you got to give her credit though. Seriously, it takes a lot of nerve to get up here, especially, like I said, when the facts aren't on your side. I just wish people would learn to take an L. I'm not saying that she doesn't, like, she's a sore loser or she doesn't know how to take an L. I mean, even though she is, but I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you're not saying that.
Being wrong is how you learn. Being wrong is how you learn. And too many people just don't want to goddamn learn. They want to think they're all special and think they know everything.
I don't think that being wrong is how you learn, bro. I've seen a lot of people be very wrong and not learn a goddamn thing, especially since, since 2014, 15. Like, they're always wrong. And they don't.
I'm not saying it's an automatic one to the other in any way. I'm just saying that, you do need to be wrong in order to learn. You can't learn without being wrong. You can't be right all the time and actually learn anything.
You're right.
That's all I was saying.
You're right. I just learned that. I appreciate you teaching me that. Because I was wrong.
No problem, Ben.
And then I learned.
All right, man. I'm going to cycle you out. All right, Murph?
Thanks,
Thank you
Murph.
so much. Later.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Got me good.
Wonder Woman, what do you got going on?
Hey, first time up RTP. I appreciate you having me. I did want to thank you for making the space for this tonight, coming prepared. I wanted to thank all your moderators. They did a great job working hard. Jesse and Maud for coming. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to have this great debate without her. So we do have to, like you said, give credit where credit's due. My people will probably kill me for that. I did want to say for me, the mic drop of the night was when you were talking about Brad Raffensperger and you're like, and she was like, is it a direct quote? And you're like, it's a direct quote. Well, where's the quote from? And then at the end of that, you said, oh my God, it's his book.
Yeah, I didn't know it was his book. I was searching everywhere. I'm like, where's the fucking author? And then I'm like, oh wait, it was his. These are literally his words.
That was literally the mic drop for me. I went to Amazon right away for that. And the only question I would have is if you did another debate, would you ever want the you or the person you're debating to concede when they're fact checked and found wrong, instead of just saying, well, we just disagree?
I mean, look, I would like to think that I would concede that. Like, if I got fact checked and I was wrong, I'd like to think I'd concede that. We're all prideful. Ideally, yeah, everybody should concede when they're fact checked. But I didn't get fact checked and was wrong about something, so I can't really say that I would have handled it great. But I would like to think I would have.
Fair enough. Great debate. Appreciate the work you do on this app.
Thank you. Appreciate
Are you going to drop me or do I need to drop myself?
I can get you Wonder
Thank
Woman.
you. All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, Justice.
Man, thank you for that. That made for great entertainment tonight. And I want to say, Liv didn't want to. He didn't grandstand on it, but when you were up in Hogs Live with us earlier, he called it when you left. He was like, "I'm calling it now. Mada's gonna rage quit. She's literally going to rage quit." So when that happened, I was like, Liv, you called it, bro. I was like, you called it. But I knew she was going to end up rage quitting early on when you said, or when she was giving the back and forth and she was like, am I in the Twilight Zone here? He said this. And I was like, oh, she's building it. She's already melting down. This is early, but she lasted a lot longer than I thought she was.
She lasted a long time. If somebody was going to quit at some point tonight, like one of us was going to call it. So if people want to say she ran, what she said she ran. If people didn't think she ran, I don't know. I thought, my opinion is she got caught. It was like the third time she got caught. She didn't have an answer, and I think that's why she quit. She probably has a different answer, but that's what it felt like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like Murphy was saying, how can you argue with facts? Like, if you don't want to see the facts, then what are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing this. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. But I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate your show. I've listened to you daily. You've definitely helped to inform me. I believe you helped to inform a lot of people. I love the Discord, man. I recently joined the Discord about 2 or 3 weeks ago. You guys are the bomb. I appreciate you guys.
Shout out Discord. The Discord's wild. If you want to laugh, we can jump in that Discord. If you're sensitive, it might not be the greatest place. I don't know, but it's a great place. Thanks, Justice. I appreciate the support.
No doubt, brother.
Thanks, Justice. Christopher, go ahead.
Hey guys, good job, RTP. One thing, I'll just make a few quick points and then I'll drop, and I won't talk about the nuts and bolts. I mean, clearly you owned her, but you have a perspective where you were a conservative. You were, like you always say, in a cult, so you kind of know what they're going to say and how they're going to react. And yeah, just what the other guy said, man. Liv knows the psychology of this too. He knew that what was going to happen happened. I'm going to butcher this expression, but at the end it was, what is it? Pigeons playing chess, and then when they lose, they stomp all over the board. Like, that's because she's used to being the queen of her live, and everybody, she can overtalk everyone and mute you and kick you. You do one-on-ones. You don't play that game, but she was not used to order. She wasn't used to being called out. She was out of her element, man. Fish out of water. But yeah, good job. I'll leave it at that. And hopefully you do another one like that with somebody.
Working on it.
No Davids and gorillas, because those are pointless, but it was interesting to listen to. And she was out of her element, but it was fun just the same, I
appreciate that. Thank you.
Anyway, take care. Have a good night.
Thanks, Christopher.
I forgot one thing.
That's all right. Let her.
Oh,
that's fine.
sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. That's okay.
I just forgot one thing. Just one quick thing. RTP.
Yeah.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that you called me Q and talked about a fake binder and said Operation Crossfire Hurricane didn't exist, and you just had a debate over it on your channel?
I never said Crossfire Hurricane didn't exist. That's not true.
That's what you
guys have
told
accused.
me.
You guys have
You
accused.
called me Q.
No, you guys have accused. That whole live has accused me of that. That we've seen the DMs that that started with the Z-Pack
anybody
thing.
else. No.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about you and me. I'm talking about you and me whenever it was you and me up here.
I know, SK. What I've always said is that Crossfire Hurricane didn't really do anything. It got one person that edited an email that pled guilty. That's a Crossfire Hurricane. Basically, just says the FBI didn't do a great job. They should maybe change some rules, but basically nobody broke the law. That's it. I would never have said Crossfire Hurricane was made up.
I had
That's
to
so
turn
silly.
my camera on and show you the FBI vault because you told me it didn't exist. You told me it was a fake binder. You don't remember that?
No, that's not the binder we were talking about, my friend. The binder that we were talking about is that at the time there was a conspiracy theory going around of this orange binder that they, which included parts of Crossfire Hurricane, but the binder was alleged to be at Mar-a-Lago. That was one of the new conspiracy theories about why they went back. It's a QAnon conspiracy theory about this orange binder that the FBI actually raided Mar-a-Lago
first of all,
for,
it
but
wasn't
Donald
orange,
Trump.
It's white. There's pictures of Mark Meadows with it under
No,
his
hold on.
arm.
That's what I'm saying. We're conspiracy theory. What you think I'm talking about Crossfire Hurricane. I'm talking about the orange binder. So we were probably just not on the same page, but
yeah.
Okay, well that's what we clearly weren't on the same page then, because that's what I was talking about.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute. I was sitting here when I came up here earlier. That was one of the things I was going to ask you, because the whole time I was sitting here watching this debate, I was thinking, oh my gosh, they're really talking about this. And he told me it wasn't real. I had to turn my camera on and show him the FBI vault with the Operation Crossfire Hurricane documents.
Yeah,
Okay, that's all I came up
we
with.
clearly went on the same page. All right,
Hey,
thanks.
hey Jay, great
Apparently
night,
not,
man. That
because
was
I don't even know
really
what
good.
orange binder you're talking about. All right. Well, have a good night.
See it.
Great job tonight, Jay. That was right on the money.
Appreciate it.
And number one, let me say this to you: razor wire is illegal on private property. You could not put razor wire around your house, your farm, or anything like that.
Oh, really?
It's illegal in the United States to put it on your private property. So just so people
I'll
know.
check that out.
Absolutely. So that's just number one. And number two, I did want to bring up the fact that she was actually and pretty obviously listening to someone on an earpiece. That's why she kept getting mixed up. That's why she kept getting mixed up on her, what she said or what you said or what somebody else said, because she was listening on an earpiece. She had an earpiece in.
I had that thought. I didn't see Moon Goon here. I can imagine Moon Goon would be behind the scenes, but I would also be lying if I'd said that like my mods didn't have all of my notes and they would drop like stuff
Absolutely.
from our notes in. So I'm not saying that's a problem, but yeah,
absolutely not. And that's what she should have been doing it. But I think I was only bringing that up to say that one thing you shouldn't do when you debate is talk about or elaborate on something that you don't know shit about. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know, you could just say that. Let's move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to try to just read only a portion of it or just only say what makes your point. Don't say the whole thing. You know, you called her a couple of times like that. And so she's not really good at debating. What MOD is, and number one, I don't talk to black conservatives. I'm black myself, but I don't deal with black conservatives. I don't know what they're conservating anyway, so I don't get it. But my thing is, I don't know why she would come into a live to debate someone and then not. She picked the questions. She picked what areas you were going to stay in, and why are we talking about stuff that happened back when Hillary Clinton was running for president? I mean, nobody gives a shit about any of that stuff going back to 2016. It just makes no sense to waste our time with that when we're right in the middle of losing our democracy here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's talk about the now. Let's talk about the idiots and what they're doing now. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Everybody on the left knows there's no crisis at the border, and everybody on the right knows there's no crisis at the border. We're going to always have those times when it's an influx of those people trying to come here and all that good stuff. So it's like Rolo and Bobby have been in just about everybody's lives. So I'm sure that all the conservatives have heard them also explain how that works and what's going on down there. So I just want to tell you, you did a great job, man. And, hey, that's just,
thank you.
Yeah, that was just wonderful. I mean, it was hard to listen to. I'm telling you now, it's really hard for me to listen to because I want to jump in there so bad and just she's the perfect example of why most, I'm going to say it, YT people think that black women are angry black women because she is an angry black woman, and she rules the roost no matter what live she's in on the conservative side. Because they're all afraid to challenge her, and if she's a lawyer and she walked into my courtroom with those fingernails, I would throw her out of there on her ass. Just so you know. Even if we were on a Zoom. All right. All right, man. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I would. They're gross. They're gross. They're very distracting. They're gross. That's all I got to say.
I get it.
All right.
Hey,
all right, guys. Have a good one.
Go ahead.
And thanks, Jay.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, Tina, go ahead.
I really enjoy RTP and Felice almost every day, but I missed most of tonight, so I'm sad about that. And I really am jealous of so many people like RTP and Liv. Oh, he talked earlier. I don't remember the whole name. LIV. He's a man.
Live to be
how
great.
they can articulate their whole thought. I don't know how to articulate it to the people around me that annoy me, like my personal people. Like, here's a different story. I just don't understand, like, how anybody loves Trump, like, loves him. I get it back in the day when he was new or whatever, a little bit, not a lot.
When he wasn't shitting. But yeah, look, the truth is, like, it's become a cult of personality. I don't think anybody knows why they love Donald Trump. I think that it's a group now. It's a group hang, and nobody wants to admit that they're wrong. That it's,
and that's why they
desperation
hang out,
time
like
now.
the guy before just mentioned, like Hillary Clinton. That's why they hang on to that. They hang on to the old stuff. Like, this is today though, and this year. Like, are you kidding me? And I don't, because like when you're trying to talk to like your husband who doesn't know anything about anything, or your friends or something, you don't want to cause a rift. You love them. So what do? Like, you just have to like give up at points, and it makes me sad.
I hear you.
And I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Did you hear my dog?
No, I didn't, but I appreciate all the kind words. Hello, puppers.
And I cannot wait for your stuff to upload. Like, your YouTube, is it like your name, like RTP Talks, or?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's RTP Talks. Click on my profile. It's in my link tree. There we go. Thank you, IB. I should know. I really should know that.
I'm also tipsy, so I'm out. I just wanted to like say something.
Yeah, we know. Listen, Tina, we know.
Oh,
nobody's confused by
is that obvious?
I know you said some good things. It kept going a lot.
Okay.
But we all been there.
All right, I'm out.
Thanks, Tina.
Bye. All right, thanks, Tina.
How do we get out of here?
I got you.
He'll help you.
All right, Diamond.
Hey, it's Gemma. Actually, it's my backup account.
Oh, hey, Gemma.
Hey, I know. I got dropped. So this is how much I love you, RTP. I waited another hour.
Oh, damn. Wow. Thank you.
I listen to you often, and I'm going to say something, and it's not to stroke your ego. I'm going to touch your soul right now. I was on my way out of this app, and tonight, your ability to speak facts and evidence and truth and justice for the future of progressing the nation forward tonight kind of re-inspired so many people watching the comments. And I want you to know that for me, when I vote, I don't vote for me. I'm middle-aged. I vote for my kids that are your age, and I vote for my future grandchildren. And today, what you did was show everybody the importance of knowing and educating yourself and having facts and evidence to back it up. I am so proud of you, and I am so proud of your team. And I'm going to tell you, I'm so proud of Jesse, because Jesse, even though he was picked by MOD, he literally kept facts and evidence at the front. So I want to thank you, because you inspired me tonight. And that says a lot, because I'm on this app almost every day fighting for facts and evidence. And that's why I'm banned from my main, because I got for facts and evidence. And that's why I'm banned from my main, because I got for facts and evidence. And that's why I'm banned from my main, because I got for facts and evidence. And that's why I'm banned from my main, because I got
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's Jem, you were
incredible.
literally one of the first people on TikTok I ever followed.
I know.
It was
And that's
you
why
and
I was
Trucker.
so pissed when I got dropped from the live trying to get in here tonight.
I tried bringing you up.
No, I don't know what happened. But anyway, I didn't want to go to bed without telling you that. I know that we often come on here and we think, oh, we walked, and we did this, we did that. There are only certain people on this app that truly have a voice that's going to carry into the next generation. And you're going to be one of them if you continue on the path of tonight. That was brilliant. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody moving forward in this nation. Thank you.
That was fucked up
Thanks,
of you
Gemma.
to talk like that. Thank you. That was incredibly kind. Thank you.
That was awesome. All right, let's see. Me, go ahead.
Hey man, I've only been on here a couple months, so I don't normally revel in other people's misery, but boy, that was nice. That was nice. I've only been in maybe your lives maybe once or twice, and the funny part is I've actually been booted off the panel of Mod's lives more than I've been in your lives.
That's not hard
Because what I tend to do is go to opposition. Number one, because I really joined, honestly, was just to try to understand the division between the two parties and just trying to bridge the gap and just understand why we're so divided. So I'm not on here to try to own anybody, but just really try to understand why I feel one way about a certain thing versus why another person feels another way about the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm in opposition lives all the time, but it's just what happened tonight. You actually took her power away. What normally happens in her lives, and I'm new, so you guys probably already know this. You'll say something, she'll come back, and I'm normally the only one on the panel that's opposition, maybe another person. It's like 6 or 7 against 2 or 8 against 1. They'll mute you, she'll overtalk you, then I rebut, then she'll overtalk me again, mute me, call me stupid, insult my intelligence. Somebody on the panel will say, you know, you're arguing with the lawyer. And I'm like, well, lawyers can be wrong. They don't have to be right all the time. But it's just crazy. And then after that, I'm booted. But I will say the two funniest things tonight, and I don't know if this was the same thing or not, but when you were talking about the threat, and she was reading the comment about Mark Meadows, and she knew that she wasn't talking about the same thing, so she on purpose left some of it out to make it seem like she was talking about the same thing. But you knew exactly what she was talking about, and you pulled it up and said, no, that's Mark Meadows you're referring to. It was like you had her notes, like crib notes or something, like you're standing behind her.
She cited her source. She said it was the CNN article, which ironically, the CNN article, this is the funny part about that. Now that you brought it up, the CNN article that she was reading from was a fact check that was debunking the very claim she was making. Her source was a fact check correcting, and she went into the middle of the fact check and read her opinion from that and left out the Meadows part. Like, that was the best part about I did not know that fact before the debate, just so we're clear on this. The only reason I knew that fact is because she cited her source, which was a fact check that was fact checking her point. So it was like the next paragraph down. That's what she was reading, the paragraph above, and I was like, all right, now let's go to the next one. And that was the fact check.
And it was like intentionally, she wasn't going to read everything to give you credit for it. So she was picking and choosing things out of it. That part, and then the other part, I don't know if this was the same thing or not, but you said something, and I think maybe even Jesse agreed. And she was like, no, that's not right. She just said no.
I don't remember what that was either, but I remember laughing because she's like, no.
Soon as she said that, dude, I just busted out laughing. I told my wife, I said, it's over. It's a wrap. It's done.
Yeah, that's when I knew it was a wrap, too. I think that's when it died, because then I just started laughing, and nobody wants to be laughed at. That's probably my fault.
But I got
the
in
number of
trouble
times poor Jesse looked up and he was just like,
I feel bad. In fact, you guys may want to check on Jesse tomorrow to make sure he's okay. Because
yeah, we're in contact. He's alive still.
Okay. He's in a lot of their groups. In fact, the one time I was in her chat and they asked me to provide proof or something because they were all telling me I was lying, and I provided proof and I sent it to Moon, and I don't have enough followers to go to the big board. And then I said, Moon, did you get it? And he was like, yeah, I got it. I said, well, can you put it on the big board? Because you all said I was lying. They never would put it on the big board. So then after that, they deflected and went to something else. So I said, oh, okay, I see what's going on. But hey, I just want to tell you, dude, fantastic. This was great. I love it. I would love to see more of these. And I'm right after that, I've never contributed or given money to anybody since I've been on here for 2 months, but I'll be sending you something.
I appreciate that. Thank you. They're very kind words.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you.
all right, what's up, Beth?
Hey there. I just want to say congratulations. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do any like picking apart of the debate or talking about my husband because I don't have one. But you did you did awesome. You were like a pencil. You were on point. the whole time? What does the LED bulb and RTP have in common? They're both the brightest. I look so forward to this debate, and I loved it. You smoked her. I'm not gonna say anything bad about her because I respect women, but you smoked her. I felt bad for Jesse. Poor Jesse. I think he's gonna be a Democrat. Give it time.
Yeah,
but you did awesome. Let's party, J1. Let's party, J1. And that's it. Adios. Bye. Love you guys.
Thank you. That's a good friend.
I was just gonna say, Johnny, I'm gonna skip past you real quick and go to O-Dog since you've already been up once. Go ahead, O-Dog. What's up?
All I want to come up and say is thank you for making me a winner tonight. Because every time I've really listened to you, you bring the facts, and that's a winner for me. You pull out stuff that I need to know. It's not a whole bunch of rigmarole. I put it that way. I'm old, so rigmarole, you might have to look that up. But I'm glad that you had this debate one-on-one. Because like I said, I picked up on some stuff that I hadn't heard before, and that's the main thing I'm only here for, is to learn. And I appreciate you doing this. And I appreciate when I come through and see you and I stop and listen to you, because usually you come out with some good facts. So that's the only thing I want to say, and
Thanks,
keep
brother.
it up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, O-Dog. Tracy, what do you got going on?
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations, a great job. I always listen to you while I'm at work. I work from home, and I'm not supposed to be on the phone, but when you come on, I'm there listening to all the facts and everything you give.
Thank you.
I was just waiting for you when she interrupted you. I was waiting for you to go, shushies, shushies.
Yeah, I was trying so hard not to. I just couldn't do it. I was trying to be on my best behavior, but I wanted to so bad.
But I was waiting for you just to say it just one time. Shushies, shushies. I'm talking. Let me answer. But I enjoyed the debate. I just found out about it a couple of days ago. I almost missed it, but I was like, well, let me just check in the TikTok streets to see what's going on. And there you guys were going back to back. Well, she wasn't going back to back. You was coming with the facts.
We were going back to back to back to back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, but you dropped it like it's hot on her a whole bunch of times.
Thank you. Thank you.
She couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. I knew she couldn't take it when she started with, my son is all over the place. I said, oh my God, okay. I think she's about to end it now. And then after a while, she just said, I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta go. I was like, please argue your facts. Cause she's always, I have said in her lives, she's always saying something outlandish that's not even correct. But I just appreciate you giving the facts, and well, you always give the facts. You're a wonderful person. You know both sides of the things. That's why I always listen to you, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Tracy. I appreciate that.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Cemento.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Listen, RTP, I've been listening to you. I always tell people I work for myself, I work from home, and so I have content creators I listen to every single day. And when I heard on these TikTok streets, because I'm out a couple of lives, that you were debating someone, my first thought was, who the hell's debating him? Because just today I learned about some kind of dog show that's going down in Mar-a-Lago that no one knew about. So I mean, something about dogs in the background on a film.
They're auctioning off dogs at Mar-a-Lago. It's getting desperate down there.
I mean, so if you know that much about what's going on, who's going to jump on the stage and debate? So then I went and researched the woman that you're debating, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a slaughter. And it was. And one of the reasons why I started following you is because I think we have similar stories. I was a Republican for 25 years. And I left the party when the snake slithered down the steps and won the nomination and all that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell you, I cleared off my schedule. I listened, and it was just what we thought was going to happen. We knew she was going to run, and you cornered her on things, and she started gaslighting and pivoting, and, you know. So I'm just glad I finally get to speak with you after almost a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Well, no. But the way you guys did this today is the way it should be. Just a one-on-one debate, no chaos. Because I've been in and out of lives, and I've got up on panels and saw that I would never be able to speak because there's too much fighting and just drop. But this platform that you did, an hour ago is perfect, and we need more of that. But I just want to say congratulations because I already knew you was gonna slaughter the debate. I already knew that. All right.
Well, look, I appreciate that. We're gonna try and do more of these debates. So
Definitely more. Everybody, thank you for letting me jump up. I finally get to talk to RTP. Finally.
No problem.
It's nice to meet you finally.
Congrats, man. Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Johnny, what we got going on? Did you forget something?
No, I don't know if I requested to come back up. I think maybe a while ago, but it came up and I was like, oh, whatever, sure. But yeah, no, I was just enjoying the chat, and it was funny because we were talking earlier, and I totally forgot my pen. I was in the garage, and I wasn't sober like the other person either. I was like, oh shit, where's my pen? But so I couldn't write all my comments down, so it was kind of funny. But yeah, it's great listening to you guys. It's hilarious.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But yeah,
see who I don't know who else is here. Vicky's. I'll grab Vicky. We'll think about Gorilla.
Right.
Gorilla, you stay there.
I got a joke.
I was just gonna say, if we clear the box, mate.
Wait, did you say you had a joke, Johnny?
Yeah, I've been in your comments every day for like 3.5 weeks. I don't have Cash App at work. Dude, I get in trouble.
All right, hit me with the joke.
All right,
hit me with the joke.
All right. So, how deep is the average frog pond?
I don't know.
Knee deep.
Yes, that's terrible. That's fucking horrendous. That's so good. I love
it's
that.
so great.
Thank you.
All right.
Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, what's going on?
Hi, it's good to talk to you, RTP. I've been watching you for a good 6 months. I just love you.
Thank you.
And I would like to make a comment about during the debate, one of you two brought up Project 2025, and I swear Maud was saying, Project 2025 hasn't been used yet. And I'm thinking, well, it's not 2025 yet, is it?
She did say that, yeah.
And that's what I swear she was trying to say about Project 2025. And I was just floored. I mean, I kept sending comments, and I thought, I'm going to get booted for sending the same comments, so I better shut up.
I
But
thought that
now,
was her worst argument. I thought that she would be more prepared on Project 2025. She just discounted it as a conspiracy theory, but I don't think she knows very much about what Project 2025 is. I honestly don't think she does. Maybe I'm wrong, but she just wrote it off as a conspiracy. She didn't seem to know who the players behind it were. Like, the people that are financing Project 2025 are the people that are paying all of Trump's legal bills. And these are easy dots to connect. Nobody should be confused by this. They own Trump right now.
is that the
that's who's paying the bills.
heritage? Is that the heritage?
It's heritage and other like right wing super PACs that are run by Christian nationalists. So like it's a handful of them, but yeah.
Okay, well, I would just love to see what she's going to say about this, because she made so many excuses and she flip-flopped so many times. I mean, I'm sure you recognize that, but we were in the comments just saying she did not say that, or she did say that. And it's like, she just kept arguing that she hadn't said something that she'd said. And I mean, we're just going to watch it tomorrow and see.
Yeah, fortunately, we record it, so
yes, it's
people are going to know. With this, it's not an unknowable answer. We'll find out.
Yeah, it will be up, and we will all see that. So
it won't be in snippets. It'll be in the full context.
Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. I wanted to ask you, I don't know if I should bring up another creator on the right that I'd love to see you debate. Is that okay if I say their name?
Yeah, please.
Older millennial has always been going after Harry, and he refuses to debate Harry. I wonder if he'd refuse to debate you two.
He's not gonna debate me. I can tell you right now, he will not debate me. And if anybody's in here that's his fan, I will say it's 100% because he knows he's not smart enough to debate, and he doesn't do any homework. When you want to show an example of a right-wing content creator who literally only got popular because they say like horrific things or like have hot takes that most of us are afraid to say on the right, that's all he is. He's a shock jock. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I will challenge him to a debate any day of the week, but what's going to happen is he's just going to like say I have a small dick. That's like is going to be his whole argument.
I'm sure he'll
has
find
no
a
idea how to
reason.
argue.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
I hope
he'll
somebody
find a
clips
reason.
this and sends it to him because these are my real thoughts about him.
I
and I'll
was-
gladly debate him.
I was putting it in the comments about every 10, 15 minutes that I'd love to see anyone, because this is what I do most of the time is pop in and out of the political lives. So I follow a lot of you guys, and I would love to see you take him on or any. I mean, he won't debate.
gladly.
He's already said he won't debate Harry. So, I mean,
Harry would destroy him.
Well,
Yeah.
his fantasies of Harry don't include him being destroyed in a debate. He has very different fantasies about Harry. So
yeah, he was stalking him there for a few months. I don't know if he still is, but anyway, it was great to watch, and I didn't find out about it until today, but I'm so glad I did and shared it out, and I'd love to see it again. So,
well, good.
I'll be
Thank you.
watching
Yeah,
it
it'll be on
tomorrow.
YouTube tomorrow.
Okay,
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Vicky. Bye. What time is it?
Well, you actually want to do
15
it?
more minutes. Well, the box is kind of full. Who's in there? Who we got in
Oh,
there?
we got some more people in there. Yeah. Let's see. We got.
I got about
Matt.
15 more minutes.
All right. I tell you what. I'll bring these three up.
Yeah,
I know which one didn't get up.
I just wanted to come up and say that was a great debate, and Donald
Thanks,
Trump
Mike.
owes me millions and millions of dollars.
Life's been pretty rough to you, hasn't it, Mike?
He does. Hey, don't you owe somebody $5 million because you told them you'd pay him $5 million if they proved that the election wasn't stolen, and they did, and now a court just ruled that you have to pay $5 million?
I know, but that's fake news. I only got 10K to my name. So those
Did you say 10p?
10K. I only got 10K to my whole name.
10K.
Oh no.
And Donald Trump. Yeah, you know, I'm through with Trump. That one day I gave him a pillow, and that son of a bee used it as a diaper. I can't believe he did that.
That's crazy. How could he?
That's
Not to one of your pillows. Those are America's pillow.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was terrible. So
yeah, that's
yeah. You know, I'm through with I'm through with Trump.
Well, look, shoot me a promo code for the pillows. I'll put it up on the stream.
This is
got
actually
you, Mike. You're welcome on the
This is
left.
actually my real voice. I'm not disguising it. I'm actually never
Lord.
Trumper. I've been on here for about 3.5 years, but somebody told me I should just. You sound so much like Mike Lindell.
Wait,
So
this
I went
isn't an
with it,
impression?
so-
This is just your real voice?
This is my real voice.
You're him. You're him. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
this is
You sound
bullshit.
exactly like him.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. I don't know
So,
if that's
yeah,
a
this
blessing or a curse, but it's cool.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, no, I
this
have
is
heard you
my
before. You're pretty good people, man. I like you.
Yeah, this is my 68-year-old real voice. So my actual account when I first started was Never Trumper. So I went from that to and I went to this. So
Well, look, if you've lived half the life that Mike has lived, I understand why your voice is that way. So,
and the funny part about it is I live in the same state where Mike Lindell is at in Minnesota. So
of course you do. You're just
Of course
neighbors.
I
You just,
do.
is
So,
he your
I
neighbor?
just-
Be honest. Is he your neighbor?
Well, not too far. I'm not too far away from him. So, but he closed down most of his places. The only place he's got open now is in Chaska, which is about
Of course, Casca, Wisconsin, or
or
Minnesota.
Chaska, Minnesota. Yeah, he's about
Minnesota.
60 miles from me. So,
By snowmobile or out of the?
well, right, we have no snow on the ground. It got up to 50 degrees today. So,
Steamer,
Yeah.
good.
so
right.
I just want to come up and say hi.
Thanks,
and
Mike.
So I do follow you, and I've seen you around on here, for a while, and I watched the
appreciate it.
debate, and as far as MOD goes, I think she's a fake lawyer. That's my opinion. So
Hey, real fast, we're not going to do that. And I know you're not new. I've been saying this. We're just not going to do personal attacks and bashing of other people. We want to have people come up and do these debates. I know you may not have heard that, but we're not going to do that.
all right, well, that's my opinion. So
All right, cool.
Yeah, it is. It's no big deal. But I
All right.
appreciate it, Mike.
All right.
Okay, good luck with the pillows. Let's see if we can get those
Yeah,
sales boosted. Everybody go to Mike's mypillow.org and you get those pillows.
Yeah, you can get the discount. You know, I'm selling pillows and slippers and all kinds of garbage. I mean, good stuff. You know, and I don't sell lumpy pillows, and you know, it's a joke. So
That's
talk
right.
to you guys
They're not
later.
lumpy.
Thanks. All right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Good night.
He's getting into footwear. Trump's now his competition now, I guess.
Good point. It's a good point.
Sean, what's going on?
Hey guys, good night. RTP, I've been a follower of you for a while now, and I listen to you and Felice in the daytime while I'm at work. And on my second shift, which I do at Uber, and I knew this debate was coming on tonight, and I couldn't miss it for anything, even though I was still driving. And I really do appreciate, that all the knowledge that you guys give out when you did that debate tonight, and especially when you were just kicking her left and right. You know what I'm saying, with facts, and she couldn't come with it. So, I do appreciate it, and I'm looking forward for, more of the debates in the future. So,
thank you.
Congratulations again. It was amazing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. It's weird to hear that somebody would listen to me while they're Ubering. So that's an incredibly high compliment.
That's what I do every time I get a chance to know. That's what I do. That's my company in the nighttime while I do Uber.
Well, I'm glad I got to keep you company tonight. It was good hanging out.
Thank you. And in the daytime too, while I'm at work, regular job, because this is just my regular my little extra job in the evening when I do Uber. But I do listen to you when you come on. Because I'm in the New York area, so I listen to you from 11 until about 3 o'clock.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Can you jot me down, please?
Yeah, IB can get it. Lord and Savior is here.
Hello. First off, bless you, RTP.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I watch you. I won't miss your show Monday through Friday. I make sure to watch it every single day. You and Felice just kick ass every day. I wish there was more opposition, but I couldn't miss a good opposition tonight and see you actually, just do your thing. I really want to just thank you for always just putting facts first and taking your time to do the research. I have so much in common with you, man. I'm an ex-Mormon. I'm a girl dad. I'm a ex-Republican, and I just learn from you every day. Just want to thank you for everything you do, man. You keep fighting the good fight, and there's not a lot of people on here that do what you do, and it's just really, really awesome to follow. Also, Felice is the greatest. I know you know this. She's a little cooler than you, which is hard to do. True. And Jen also is just big W for Jen, putting everything together, handling all the losers in the comments, and just doing her thing on the daily. You guys are my favorite part of my week. I don't even joke when I say that. I look forward to every day listening to you guys. And tonight was a huge W, man.
Dude, thank you. And look, as you know what it's like to live in that world where you leave the faith and you leave the party, and more people are upset that you leave the party than the faith. But it's a lonely place, and you have to get that stare and that look from everybody where they'll smile at you, but what they do is they pity you. They pity that you're not part of their church anymore. That's how they look at you. And so you're fighting a good fight every day. That's not an easy place to be.
90% of my family is still Mormon, and
you know exactly what I'm saying then.
So I get it. I hear you on the daily, just doing your thing to fit in and still be a good person. And you're just the man, dude. I honestly respect you 100%. I just keep fighting the good fight. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You and Felice just kill it, man. So thank you for everything you do.
I'll let her know.
Come up and say thanks.
Appreciate it.
Have a great night, man. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, we're fucking up some workplaces.
So, so real fast, Gorilla, you're gonna get to come up last.
Maybe.
I'm staying up here just to make sure Jay stays on track, because he doesn't stay on track. So.
I'm Blaze too, so what do you want me to do? What's
going on, Tony?
DJ Tony Stewart.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
Man, tonight was glorious. Oh my God, it was so good. I heard I was on Facts Matters Live listening yesterday, and he was like, "Oh," he mentioned your debate, and I was like, "Oh shit, RTP's." I didn't know I really didn't know who this person was until I saw her, and I was like, "Oh, I've seen her in other in like MAGA lives, and she's just like." She's insane. Like just like she's a steamroller. She likes
wild.
to steamroll, And so I'm like, how is she going to? This is going to be very interesting how this goes down. And so, I don't know how anyone thinks they can debate you because you're so well prepared and you're not dumb and you everything is just so articulated so well. That's why I listen to you. I listen to you every morning when I wake up. You're the first thing. I either see Zeus and then I see you and Felice, and I listen to you guys in the morning while I'm throwing the ball to my dog. And so I was just like, man. At the one point I know a lot of people have been giving your props today, and it's cool to see. I'm glad you actually did this little kind of let people up after this because you are affecting people's lives in a really positive way. And it when you're on this app and I've been on this app probably actively for about 6 months now, and I'm on here to DJ and to listen and to political stuff. And I found you and other people that I like to listen to, like Facts. Like I subscribed to you tonight. I'm like, okay, he's getting a subscription. Like,
Thanks, man.
I'm just doing this tonight. And but yeah, you just come correct, man. There's so much noise in these lives, and no one has actual factual stuff. They're just throwing all these like theories and conspiracy theories, and to see you just dissect it like a freaking surgeon was just amazing to watch. And so keep doing it. And I hope this becomes, like everyone else is saying, and I hope this becomes something. I don't know. People might be scared to debate you. We'll see who's got the courage to get up there and go one-on-one with you with an audience of 2,000 to 3,000 or maybe 5,000 people watching. If they want to, if they want to be able to, because they better come prepared because you're going to be prepared. And again, the fact, again, like you were just saying, the fact that you've been on both sides of the fence. So you already know you were on that side and you're on this side. And so you have a very clear picture of what's going on where some people just don't have that picture. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that to you, man. Appreciate your work, what you and Fleece are doing. And I just wanted to give you your props. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. That was an unbelievable compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just it's fact, and like I said, we've talked before. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, so I know what it's like to be in those kind of culty situations. I know. I mean, my whole family is still Jehovah's Witnesses, so I know how it is. You know what I mean? They look at me and they're kind of like, "Oh, you're not going to make it to the promised world." I'm like, "I'm be just fine." But anyways, man, you guys, you keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm always here listening. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the flip. I'll be in the chat.
Thank you. Right. Appreciate it.
Take care, man. Easy, Tony.
It's like, it's the weirdest thing to hear that somebody like listens to you during the day. I don't know if you like on my end, that's such a strange thing. Like it feels on this end, it's kind of like it's not lonely because I know people are there, but like nobody's really talking back to you a lot of the time. So it, like you don't, I don't know. It's just weird to hear that people are listening. That's a fucking weird thing. Don't listen to me. Listen to somebody else. I feel a great responsibility now. I didn't realize so many people were listening.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
dude, I mean,
so pull it together.
Not around.
Yeah, for real. I gotta start being good at this.
Even though I'm not around as much as I used to be, I'm listening almost every morning. I get busy at work though. This is just that time of the year. I'm getting busier at work in the mornings. So like when we open, I got 6 people waiting there, and that's half hour before your show starts, and I'm like, fuck. Next thing I know, it's noon, and I'm like, fuck, I can get a half an hour.
I mean, he's very organized. He's way nice. He's finally started like blaming me for things. Like finally, like I remember the first time he lied about removing someone from the box. That was hilarious. It was so bad.
You know, and I still, to this day, I will take pride in the fact that it was my fucking idea to make you a mod.
I mean,
when
I was like, fuck no. Like, she's gonna yell at me, and it turns out we were both
and
right.
when RTP
You are
for finally
great.
Delegating. When RTP
Yeah,
for
that's
finally
true.
delegating. Instead of, I'll take care of it, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I did, and I didn't take care of it. I didn't. I didn't. Yeah, thanks, Jen. Made everybody's dreams come true. What was that?
all right, are we bringing a?
Hey,
we
now,
got the last one?
I'll give
before this happens, if we're bringing him up, remember, Gorilla, Jen and I are both here right now. You will get away with zero fuckery. Zero. We
That's
will
right.
knock your fucking out. We will fight over who gets to mute you. We have
and we don't have a ton
All
of
right.
time left, so yeah.
Not a ton of time. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, let's go ahead.
I'm
and bring
assuming
in
he's just coming to tell me how good I assume he's just going to tell me I did a great job. That's what I.
Yeah, hey, I'm just want to let you know that huge W tonight.
Bitch, you beat me to
Even
it.
when he compliments, he can't. All right, let him go. Let him go. All right, girl, that was pretty funny though. You gotta unmute, Gorilla.
Let's get some dubs in the chat for Jen. That was pretty brilliant.
Surgeon, dude, you pitch no hitter. Literally. First thing I do, I turn you on, I play with my hamsters, I go drive around, and I keep earbuds in so I can hear you. This is.
Hell yeah, brother.
Seriously, the future of America with voices like you, you're inspiring a nation.
Thank you.
I mean, the things that
about
you
time
do,
you've come around.
Dude, I'm going to give you this. Like, 100% on reading comprehension. And if she's the mother of dragons, you're the father of dragons. And
Daddy of dragons.
Daddy of dragons.
Daddy.
I've listened to her, and if you ever go into her lives, she'll mute you. She'll talk over top of you. She'll tell you to shut up. She'll call you names. But I knew you would destroy her because you don't do that. You're used to just
he's doing
What is happening right now? I'm so confused.
He's doing an impression of the other callers.
You never talk
Oh,
over top
okay.
of
That's
No,
what it
in all seriousness, I'm going to give you the W, right? But because she ran, but this was not a flawless victory by you by any means. And your followers, your cultists, I was muted several times, so they're lying. I was muted.
Hold on. We have different rules for you. You're allowed to be muted whenever anybody wants. You don't count. We actually talked about it. Actually, before the live, they were like, "What about Gorilla?" And I was like, "Yeah, as always, do whatever you want."
Yeah, no,
You have
I
different
said, go
rules,
ahead,
right?
feel free. Like, they paused. They weren't sure if they were allowed to. I said, no, girls, full game. So
Thanks, Jen. Thanks,
You're
Jen.
welcome.
Thanks,
Just want to
guys.
make sure you know that. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so does she have a team of people helping her debate?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
She's talked about it before.
Well, I mean,
they literally like debate prep. She was on her Discord during the like. But by the way, Jen, how many times did somebody drop a note? Be honest. How many times did I actually grab the note on time when somebody put it, or how many times did I come up with it myself tonight? Jen's muted.
Sorry.
That was me.
What did you say? I didn't hear you. Sorry. I was my
It's fine.
phone walked and I
Look,
wasn't 100% listening.
the truth is, here's what the mod team did. They sent me links during the live at the right time. I didn't get them, but we had already got them together before the live. So because I don't even know how to do a Google Doc, one of our mods made a Google Doc with just the sources. So we had a Google Doc of sources, which I read through all of them today. I took notes on my own of what points I thought were going to be important, and that's what I used. So did I have help? Yeah. Wasn't somebody in my ear? No. Like all those notes, you could see my notes. Everything we touched today was either in my notes or in the sources that we had. That's all I did. I just read things and I learned what the truth was, and that's why she couldn't counterpoint anything. It's not because I'm brilliant. It's because I just read things and figured out what they said.
Yeah,
that was it.
You've been doing this every day too, so you're
reading and figuring things out. Yeah,
your lexicon of the English language is so far superior than anybody else that it's amazing that
multi-syllable words, Jay. How
she
dare
didn't
you?
even have a chance. I mean,
lexicon.
No, but you
gorilla
did.
lexicon.
Huh?
Who taught you lexicon?
I'm well read, Jay.
Oh, okay.
No, but you did screw up. Like you mentioned
I bet I did.
the Rathesberger guy, and right away you're like, it's AP, and then you're like, oh no, it's a book, and it's like, dude, I'm looking up AP articles trying to find it.
No, it was an AP article that was quoting his book. So it was an AP article, but what I couldn't find is who the author of the book was, and that's what I was looking for. I was like, who wrote this book? Because I didn't think Raffensperger had written his own book. I just knew he was quoted. So I was looking for who the author was, but it was an AP article that I was reading. So the author of the article was not the author of the book.
Okay, I'll give you that. And I think you were wrong.
The very important fact is that he was absolutely spot on with the quote itself, which is the entire crux of the whole thing.
He did say, though, in the when he testified, though, his quote was that they were hollow threats. So I looked that up as well.
But a hollow threat is still a threat.
Yeah, yeah. But I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong on the Georgia case. I think there's a good chance that this case is dropped. Fanny's disbarred. So you guys made a big deal like this is the one that he's in trouble with. I think it's gone. They'll have to pick it.
She's not going to be disbarred.
Worst case, if Fanny, okay, give it worst
prosecutors
case
don't get a lie.
Let's give you. Well, hold on. Let's give you that. Let's say somehow, some way, Fannie Willis does get disbarred and completely cannot prosecute this case. That doesn't negate the case.
No, I said that they'll have
the next person in line is just going to pick it right up.
They'll have to pick up the case if they dare. Because this is high profile.
Just it. It's already been, all the research has been done. All they have to do is read up on it.
No, I mean, they're going to go after.
Are you saying that it's legwork anymore? The legwork's done.
They'll go after the prosecutor, though, again. And I don't know if anybody's
Are you saying, Gorilla, are you saying that it's dangerous to take up this case? Is that why they won't take it up? It's dangerous to take up this case? I wonder why it would be dangerous to take up.
That'd be odd with a RICO case. Why,
threatening? How about career threatening? Dangerous? No. Career threatening.
How about life threatening, like Raffensperger said?
Her career.
No, Raffensperger said this has been life threatening. Remember that? Yeah.
Were those part of the hollow
prosecute
threats?
Donald Trump, your life is in jeopardy.
But
well, that's what he said. But there's been credible threats on his life.
I'm sure you're tired. I think that next time, though, debate where it's not your moderators muting the conservatives. I mean, we're reading shit from.
That's not what happened. We already covered. That's not what happened. 3 people got muted. 2 of them were just like spam. I think what was it, like bots or spam? Spamming.
Yeah,
what were they doing? The 2 that got muted.
One of those.
Please follow me. Link ones. Yeah. 2 of them.
And the other
bad.
one was saying crazy
just,
things.
Yeah, I did. So I did for Janae.
And then you, of course,
I warned
Gorilla.
her for caps 2 different times. She got a 1-minute mute, and then she got a 5-minute mute. I own everything I do.
Yeah, but dude,
if I say something or
and
if I
those
do
don't show
something,
up
I
on the
will own
permanent
it.
mutes.
You have RTP.
We actually, I mean, there's a picture on the Discord of the mute list. Right when Mother of Dragon said those words, I instantly brought up the mute list and I screenshotted it and I posted it in our Discord.
It's true.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are going to have it within the next 24 hours.
Oh, I'm biased then because I'm reading chats from RTP Rug, RTP Shaft, all your little minions, your cultists. I think you're missing out on an opportunity to.
Dubs in the chat for Jen. Dubs in the chat.
No.
Boston Brian. It's Boston Brian's turn. It's Boston Brian's turn.
Hey, Brian.
All right. So, I had no fucking idea what was going on about 2 hours ago. Now, I just got through about an hour and a half of whatever just took place that I just watched, and the best part was the Mountain Dew, I think. I'm not gonna lie. Why? Thank you. I need to know why you keep fucking soda in the freezer, though. Because that's solidly fucking weird.
No, yeah, fair question.
Ask about the frizza.
It was warm. It was warm at the beginning, like it was like a new 12-pack, and I'm like, it will, and I can't drink soda unless it's ice cold. So I put it in the freezer to speed it up.
You know, the best thing to do for forgetful people is to put soda in the freezer. That's always good for people that forget.
You
shit.
would not believe what the inside of my freezer looks like, my friend.
Bro,
it's not
bro,
pretty. I've had to clean it a lot.
I've cleaned more Coke off the fucking inside of my freezer, and no, not Don Jr.'s boogers, the fucking drink Coke. Because I'm just an idiot, literally an idiot. So,
Same.
But no,
the worst is when you hear it in the middle of the night and you're like, "Is that a gunshot?" And you're, "Oh no, that was just my exploding in the freezer."
On a serious note, I did just watch. I'm not through the whole thing, but I did just watch a good chunk of the debate. I think it was very well done. I think it was a great idea. I think the one-on-one, I think the predetermined, things that you're going to discuss so that you can actually get the facts right. You're not just, another thing is, and a lot of people I don't think actually give this enough credit or take this into account, is just having your computer in front of you while you're doing shit. You know what I mean? To be able to sit there and type in exactly what somebody's talking about, pull up the fucking article, because a lot of people, they're on their phones, they're not next to a computer, you know what I mean? And they're kind of winging it. They might half know something, but they might get a couple of the points wrong, or, and there's a lot of shit like that. And then when there's a lot of people listening, a lot of those people tend to take what people are saying at face value, and then they'll repeat those to somebody else, and that's how, mis and disinformation starts. And that's not exactly what we want. So to be able to actually take the time and say, okay, let me look this fucking article up, let me look up this committee hearing transcript, let me look up this, HR, whatever, and then we'll actually go off of that, I think is the way it needs to be done. I don't know either of the two people that were involved, but I think the moderator did a great job. Obviously not a fan of the lady you were debating, but that's just because of her viewpoints.
So I'm gonna so Brian, did you go? So Jake helped us out. I have my computer's kind of slow, so I was trying. I set up the stream. Jake helped live stream it for us on YouTube. So I think the chunk that he started live streaming is already up.
That's what I was watching. Yeah, I was already watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, so there's more of it that I was parts that Jake didn't get up already that I was going to piece together. So if you guys want the YouTube, go over there. We post all the lives every day for every morning live. So the debate portion, a good chunk of it's already up. I think it looks like 2 hours and 30 minutes already is already up.
Yeah, and the moderator and the moderators and the person doing the live fact checking and coming back with, okay, you said this 5 minutes ago and this is actually how it is, and
quit giving the moderators credit, dude. I was muted several times.
Yeah, but that's again, it's because we think it's funny.
I can still hear you.
You're under different rules.
Here, I'll fix that.
It's a W. Every time you get muted, it's a W for everybody wins.
It's like an angel gets its wings every time you're muted.
Well,
it's just a game.
There's not a whole lot you look up, is there, RTP? I mean, you pretty much got all of these topics, right?
What do you mean? There's a shitload
No,
of information. There's no possible chance.
What I'm really good at,
anybody has all this information down pat in their fucking head.
He does this every day, Boston.
What I remember,
everybody does this every
truthfully,
day. That's what we all do every day.
Truthfully, what I remember is what to Google search. That's the main thing. If you know the right question to ask, and then you'll see like stuff you've clicked on before. That's how I get to it quickly. It's really about like how do you ask questions to Google to get like an accurate answer.
Well,
that does matter. Like
you pull the names out of your ass like it's nothing. Like all the people involved.
Problem is, Gorilla, is you read things you don't comprehend. We have the same conversations with you repeatedly, and you don't understand them. We've had conversations with you repeatedly, and you still don't get it.
Me disagreeing isn't me not understanding.
Gorilla, you said it perfectly. This is literally what the fuck he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be remiss if he'd be a fucking moron if he spent as much time on TikTok talking about these subjects and didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I mean, I give him all the credit in the world.
You talk about these topics a lot, and you still don't get them.
That's what I'm saying. I give him all the credit in the world, and he's a fucking smart individual, and I love listening to him, and I think he makes great points, and I love his attitude.
smart.
And he's fucking a wicked smart guy. I'd take him out to the bar and fucking, I'd drive him in my car to the bar and would get a beer and it'd be
Park
fucking
the
great.
car in Harvard Yard.
But anyway, what I'm saying is if like anybody else, like even the person that's not as politically involved as all of us are, if they started doing this and started reading through the actual the reports and started reading through the committee transcripts and started reading all this shit every day and started talking to people about it and getting viewpoints from other sides, that's what would fucking help. But the problem is a lot of the Republicans and, let's face it, some of the Democrats and a lot of the Democrats, I could even say, love coming on here without knowing the fucking facts, without having read anything, and love spewing the talking points that they get from other people. And it doesn't move the conversation forward at all when it comes from either of the sides. So, I mean, more power to them, but you do this every day, and it's not fucking hard. Like, if you wake up every day and you start reading shit on this, and you're actually, what you believe in and what you're involved in, and you start fucking actually doing the research, and I know that's a fucking overused phrase, do your own research and do the research. It's almost meaningless at this point, but it has to have meaning. Like, you have to know what you're talking about to a point.
Still,
the more you read this shit, the more you'll know it.
There was a moment, though, where when they were talking about Rafflesberger, and he started rattling off like 4 or 5 different names, and I was actually impressed. Where, yeah, I talk politics all the time, but I don't give a shit about memorizing.
You know what's
the
fucking
names of
funny?
these-
If I let my YouTube videos play out, you know what the next video that plays on my YouTube is? The fucking Brad Raffensperger Donald Trump call. Because I've watched it so
the
many
call
fucking
every time.
I've watched that so many fucking times. It's literally what YouTube thinks I want to hear, no matter what. So it's just, I mean, there's many people on the call. Like it's a really easy thing to go through it and listen to it and get your own version of
Right,
what,
yeah,
it's
see,
not
that's
hard to know that he's threatening
Really quick.
Brad Raffensperger.
Hold on, girl. Real quick. Everybody that's asking, RTP's YouTube is RTP Talks on YouTube.
Yeah, that's at Boston Brian / YouTube. Thank
Shh,
you.
Brian. Don't make me mute you. I'm cranky. It's been a long
What's
day.
next, Brian? A Meidas touch plug?
I've been
Fuck Ben
hurting
Mycelis.
Jay's cat all day.
Jesus,
I'm
you can't say
tired.
that. That's my boss.
Sorry.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
See, and now that
That is wicked fucking disrespectful. And this is recorded and shit too.
Yeah, tell Ben I'm sorry, and tell Ben I'm sorry, and he can get
He
me a
actually
job.
just
It was a
emailed me
joke.
saying
It was
how
just
much
a
he
joke.
wanted RTP to work with us. So fuck, I'll have to go back with that.
Son of a bitch. Hey, you know what? Here's a fun fact about Ben Mycelis that most people probably don't know. He was Colin Kaepernick's attorney.
I believe everybody. That's the first thing everybody knows about Ben Mycelis. Just to let you know. And his dad was.
Did
Puff
everybody
Daddy.
know that? I
Yeah,
just
his dad
learned
is
it. I
Puff
just
Daddy's
learned
lawyer,
it.
or was Puff Daddy's lawyer. I'm not sure if he still is.
Son of a bitch. Maybe I'm the last one. Never mind.
And
I'm
Brett,
sorry, Ben.
Brett is an
Still have the
award-winning
penny spin
editor
for Goldfish, so
for Ellen DeGeneres is Brett. And then Jordy was an award-winning, I believe he does PR. I could be wrong on that. Or marketing or something like that. So they all have their unique talents. Like I said, Brett he worked on the Ellen DeGeneres show and won, I think he won, I don't know what, forgive me if I say it wrong, but an Grammy? I don't know. Grammy's music, so Emmy, I think.
bunch of information I really want to know.
A
Yeah, can you mute
Nickelodeon
him?
award.
Can you mute Gorilla? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Jen's got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh shit, I almost unmuted him.
You don't have to.
No, but I mean, I just wanted to come up and say you did a hell of a job. I love the format. I think
Thanks,
somebody
buddy.
came up earlier and said, the whole like one-on-one is.
I didn't do that.
Uh-oh.
I didn't do that. But
That's a phone call.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. No, my bad. I fucking wasted all my battery listening to MOD. And I'm up to you, man, over here.
No, but a good example of
No, he wasn't
Gorilla?
done yet, Gorilla.
You know
Hold
I
on, it's
can-
not your turn yet.
I have IB and I have the meat game on you solid, so
Oh yeah.
No, but I think somebody came up earlier and made the point, like, a lot of the times when you go into, say, a Democrat live and there is a Republican there trying to, state his case, it's a lot of the times it's either 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1 type of thing, which, I mean, let's face it, is intimidating no matter what's going on. I mean, there's no,
Right.
it's hard to get your point across on TikTok. I mean, as it is one-on-one, because it's almost impossible not to interrupt people, because not only is there sometimes a slight delay, but people on this platform don't always know, like, people in professional debates know how to wrap up a thought. And you can kind of tell when they're wrapping up their thought, and you know when you can hop in, and you know it's kind of like, okay, they're done with that thought. On TikTok, it's kind of like, you know, each point they make reminds them of another point they want to make. So it just kind of keeps going and going and going.
Wrap it up.
And then by the time you want to, go after a single one of the first talking points they went over, you don't even remember what the fuck they said because it's been 15 minutes and 25 things they've said, you know, which is gish galloping. It's a debate tactic used by many people. So I mean, I like the whole thing. I think you did a great job. So I just kind of.
Well, I'm gonna actually like wrap it up like
Thanks, buddy.
some people's parents should have before. So let's wrap it up.
Thank you, Jen.
I wanted to say something real
thanks.
quick.
Are you telling me to go to bed, Jen? Is that what I'm getting from that?
Yes.
I want to say something to Gorilla real quick if I can. And just on something you said, Gorilla, about him being able to bring up these names.
Yeah.
About him being able to do this stuff and about him having all this information at call.
Imagine being impressed about names.
Do you watch The Big Bang Theory by chance?
I do. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, great show. Do you remember the episode where Sheldon found out that there was a videotape that Leonard hadn't returned for him? Do you remember that one? And he made him wear that red sweater. The sweater that made him itch and broke out hives and all that shit. And remember when he told him at the end of that episode, that's how I feel in here when shit like this happens? That is a very common ADHD symptom for people to not be able to be wrong. We feel that same fucking thing about being wrong at any point in time. We feel humiliated. We feel stupid. So we make sure we're not.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what? You know what I just found out too, and I'm probably proving this point as we speak, is interrupting people is also a side effect of ADHD. I did not know that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I will not say
it's seriously,
things
if we're wrong, if somebody says, no, your facts are improper, it's like I got an itch in the back of my head and I have to find out the truth. I have to go and research. I have to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I can't rest until I do.
And it's tough when you have different opinions, like that phone call, for example. It's my opinion that Trump was asking them to find 11,000 fraudulent votes. So you end up going off topic, Trump's trying to get 11,000 votes, and it's going in all these directions. The whole time
it didn't even go in that direction. You didn't even listen to the debate. It was actually, I made that one point.
No,
it wasn't a contested
in general,
point.
not tonight.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Yeah, but
In
let's talk about tonight. If you're going to talk about tonight, let's talk about tonight. Because I was really, really specific. I said that Donald Trump specifically said the ballots are corrupt. It's a crime for you because they know what they did and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. You can't let that happen. That's a big risk. That sounded threatening to me.
Yeah, I heard you say that. Yeah.
What are we going to do? We won the election. It's not fair to take it away from us. It's going to be very costly in many ways. He was threatening him. So I didn't even focus on the 11,780 votes. That was the opening line. The real crime, the real thing that he's going to have a hard time overcoming is that he was definitely threatening Brad Raffensperger. At one point, he's like, you're supposed to be a Republican. What the fuck does that mean? He's threatening him.
Right.
Yeah, that's a loyalty demand.
But at the same time, weren't there a bunch of people on this call? Attorneys and other...
Not that, no, it was like it was Brad Raffensperger. I forget the attorney general.
There was several people on the call. There was several people.
And then attorneys, but the main people, it was like
guy's
Meadows,
last name was
Trump.
Jermaine, a German, because I remember Trump saying, "Oh, it's an awesome last name you got there."
Yeah,
to the other lawyer, it'd be a shame. If you got in trouble over this. Wink, wink.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up because we're doing this again at 8:30 in the morning. It's 10:30.
Wait, where are we? Why is Jen? I'm just so confused. I don't mean to be like
Jen.
Are we
Jen's on the
RTPs?
West Coast.
I'm in California.
Oh, Jen is RTP. She's in charge.
Yeah, I'm the boss.
Wait, hold the fucking phone.
Have you not realized this?
I could have fucking sworn I just heard you say Jen is RTP.
Jen is Schnatzy.
I didn't ask you, Gorilla.
She just
mute him.
It's a good point. Yeah, no, Jen. Without Jen, the whole thing falls apart. So Jen's just in charge.
She just dropped him.
Oh, bye.
Jen, did you notice how many likes your comment has on my video?
What?
Your comment on my video has like
Oh
6,000
no, yeah,
likes.
that's insane. Yeah, I mean, like last time I checked, it was like 3,000.
Your comment's gonna have more likes than my video. You're gonna ratio the fuck out of me. Yeah, I'm not.
It is.
Not too happy about
Guys,
it.
go like Boston Brian's videos. What the hell?
No,
I think
Brian's
it's up to like
videos.
Bump
60.
those numbers.
It's up to
No,
60,000
yeah.
at this point. I'm okay with it.
I've had a handful of my comments that do that. I mean, I think I'm funny occasionally.
No, you guys rock, and I appreciate the time and energy and just I'm really impressed that you know names, RTP. The fact that you know names just
He knows all the
impresses
names.
me to the ends of the earth. I can't believe that you do this every day, all day, and you remember names. Like
That's high praise. That is high praise.
He remembered my swan's name, so he knows
no,
all
but
the
for real,
names.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do spend a lot of time going through this shit, and they still can't put together a coherent thought or a clear picture of what it is that's actually happening. So the work that you and Felice put in is absolutely appreciated. It does help. It is absolutely changing minds, whether it's one mind every time that you guys go live, or one a week, or one a month. It doesn't matter. You're doing your part, as long as we can chip away at, the people that are. A lot of the times, it's weird. It's the people that are watching, but they're not in the comments. They're not, engaging with the battle in the comments or anything. It's just the people that want to know the information, that are kind of still on the fence because they're not as politically involved, because they may not know the ins and outs of government processes and policies, and they just, those are the people that can be chipped off, not the ones yelling in all caps and screaming and yelling in the comment section and all that shit, which half the time is me. Sorry. But
But we like you so you don't
may
get
not, just because you don't see it in the chat, like, oh, you don't see somebody directly say, oh, you changed my mind, or I'm voting Democrat because of you, which I'm sure it does happen. Don't think that it doesn't happen in the background, because there's a lot of people watching, whether it be at work or fucking school or whatever, that are just kind of in the background wanting to know the information, and something that you will say or did say will have an impact on how they go, how they vote moving forward. So the shit you do is absolutely important, and you do it very, very well. So
Thank you. And again, make sure Ben knows I was just kidding. Ben. It's fine.
Yay, team.
I'm going to get a cease and desist letter in the mail.
Yeah. All right, guys.
And
thank
even the
you.
rest of you guys, I mean, the work that everybody, I mean, just I don't mean to keep you, but just the time that everybody else puts in, just the fucking fact that you guys choose on your own to be involved, whether it be just listening or engaged in the lives yourself, or making videos on the content, or sharing the content. I mean, that it's a small step, but it's a small step in the right direction. The fact that you choose to be here on your own accord and want to know about the stuff and want to learn more, and I commend you, and we're going to need more of it. This is easily the most important, and again, another overused fucking phrase, the most important election, the most important time in this country's history, and I fucking fully believe that, and I don't even believe it's just to do with this country. I really do think the world is on a knife's edge right now, and there's a tipping point, and the United States has to be the one to put the weight back on the scales of justice and the scales of democracy, and actual freedom, and not this fucking fake freedom that the Republicans think they want. So you guys have a great night. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep kicking ass.
Amen, buddy. Yeah, preach. Well done, buddy.
Later,
See
bud.
it.
Have a good
Bye,
night, Brian.
Jen. Later,
All right.
Texas.
Bye, Brian.
Mom says I have to go to bed.
Shut up.
And I do need to go to bed. I'll end it. IB, thanks. It was nice having you on the panel. We haven't been on a panel together in ages.
We haven't been, I've been doing one every great now and again to get back in, but again, it's a stress that I don't need to take on. And at this point, I got other stresses going on.
I'm gonna plug them in on the hop down. So we've got, just to repeat, we have the YouTube, RTP Talks. We post all the lives with the debate with Mod tonight, where he owned. Every day the lives are 8:30 a.m. Pacific to noon, Monday through Friday. Jay and Felice covering all the topics. We like to have debates, and we have the Discord. Message a mod, any of the mods,
Me or Jen or
Jay.
Diva or
Yeah, and we can get you in there. It's a good time. So I'm done. I'm spent.
I hear you.
You want to do a raid?
I just want for those
raid?
that are for those that are still around. Thank you for the support. It is weird. Like this was a weird couple hours after this. This isn't something I'm terribly comfortable with, but so many people took time out of their day to say that this was impactful and to send me messages. Like that does mean a lot to me. It's weird to know that people listen, and I just know that I appreciate it. I do care a lot about this, and we try and do something entertaining. So thank you guys so much for the support. It's weird, and but keep doing it because then I get to keep doing it. And I will see everybody 8:30 a.m.
By the way,
sharp.
Quick shout out.
Yeah.
We did just get a Tommy raid, so thank you, everybody.
Oh.
Appreciate you for the Tommy
Sorry.
raid.
Do we get a Tommy raid? Or okay.
Son of a bitch! If I'm awake past Tommy, we got problems. That's
yeah.
not
This
good.
is it's.
Where can we send a raid instead?
I was trying to see.
Is anybody live right
I don't
now?
even know who's on right now.
Let me see. Give me a second. Let me look.
Anybody in the comments? Who can we? Oh, Tommy got banned. Yikes.
Let me see. Hold
Tommy's on his second. All right, everybody go back to Tommy. Tell Tommy to
So
dominate.
Tommy's
Everybody
other
go back to
account
Tommy.
is the dude DOODE. The dude or crow.
Or Crow. Yeah.
Crow and
Crow's
Arrow.
going to.
Actually, do that. Do Crow and Arrow. He streamed the YouTube for us today. Let's
He
go.
did. He did us a big solid.
Yeah.
Streaming
let's
that to
go
YouTube for us.
Crow and Arrow.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
nice green hat
Thank
down
you.
there.
All right.
I'm
Everybody
out.
have a good night. Thank you guys for all
Thanks.
being here.